Good evening, family. Once again, you are tuned in to TWID Radio. If you don't know or haven't heard, TWID stands for That's What I Do. Family, let's get into this. Let's get into this episode. It's a little disturbing, but I understand it. The title is Two Sets of Laws in America. Two sets of laws. You got laws for everybody else, and then you got the laws that are for Black men and women, the Negro, the Black race. It's unfortunate, but we can't act like, well, Black people, we don't have the time and we don't have the pleasure of being operating in some type of cognitive dissonance. We can't do that. It wouldn't benefit us to do it anyway. Why would we? Why? So we're going to be talking about the tragedy in Frisco. Two teenagers, one white, one Black. And unfortunately, you might be hearing thunder outside. Unfortunately, a young man lost his life. A young man lost his life. But you see, there's two sets of laws in America. Now, I want to know what's the difference in this black man who this young black man who is in Texas, a stand your ground state. What's the difference in what he did and what George Zimmerman did? What's the difference in what he did and what Kyle Rittenhouse did? The difference that I see is they were not charged directly when it happened. No, because what happened was the police authorities, the DA, they said, well, we need to wait and find out all of the facts. Without having all of the facts, this brother has already been labeled a murderer. We're not surprised, America. We're not surprised. We're not going to be surprised because we understand. We understand. Do we agree? No. And are we going to just sit down and take it? No, we're not. We're tired of that. America, you're in a position where you're able to clearly see how the law is used for you, but against us. And you know, that's why I have issues with the so-called good white people who will say, I never owned slave, I never did this. You know, I never. They will distance themselves or try to distance themselves from the laws that are impartial, that are you know what I'm saying, that are established to oppress black people. They'll try to distance themselves from it, but you can't because you benefit from it, because you will be given the benefit of the doubt as a white person. Now, is that your fault? No, but it's not mine either. But let's get into the, I want to roll a clip of the father, you know what I'm saying, of the young man who lost his life.
How Austin Metcalf was stabbed to death at a track meet in Frisco. Police say another teenager had fresh blood on his finger when they found him at Kirkendall Stadium.
The affidavit shows that when officers arrived, Carmelo Anthony told them he got into an argument with Metcalf, and when the arresting officer said he had the alleged suspect in custody, Anthony replied, "I'm not alleged, I did it."
But
so he's admitting his wrong in terms of, and I wouldn't say wrong because that has yet to be determined. Because if I'm going to go by the law, I'm in Texas. He's in Texas. This is in Frisco, about 2 hours from where I live. In Texas, you got the right, like Florida, to stand your ground, to protect yourself. So he had no reason to lie. He had no reason to, he couldn't lie anyway. But let's finish.
Anthony told officers he only acted in self-defense and asked them if...
Now he's telling his side of the story. The same way George Zimmerman told his side of the story. The same way Amber Guyger told her side of the story. The same way the cop that killed Tamir Rice, who didn't get out of his car, he just pulled up at a park and shot down a 12-year-old. The same way George Floyd, you know what I'm saying, the cop that, you know what I'm saying, killed him. You know, the living has the right, due process, to tell their side of the story. And he's telling his side of the story.
Metcalf was okay.
Several witnesses paint a different picture, and Metcalf's father told Matt Howerton he is not buying the excuse.
I had a dream last night, and Austin came to me and said, I'm okay. It gives me peace. Doesn't mean I don't hurt.
The last 24 hours, unimaginable for Austin Metcalf's father, his mother, his twin brother.
Right now, I'm really numb, and I really don't feel anything. I just have to function.
Metcalf, just 17 when he arrived at Frisco ISD's district track meet Wednesday. His final breaths taken before 11 a.m., police say, after being stabbed to death by a fellow Frisco ISD student, 17-year-old Carmelo Anthony, now charged with first-degree murder.
Now, he's being charged already with first-degree murder after giving his side of the story. After giving his side of the story, which is, I was defending myself. Plain and simple. I was defending myself. Now, I'm gonna let it play.
My world's a little shattered.
An argument over where Anthony was sitting while the meet experienced a rain delay sparked a confrontation between the teen and Metcalf. According to arrest paperwork, Anthony sitting underneath Metcalf's team tent. You could see it from the air when we flew over the crime scene. Metcalf from Memorial High, Anthony from Centennial. A witness telling police Metcalf told Anthony to move from under the team's tent because he didn't go to their school. The witness telling police Anthony grabbed his bag, opened it, and reached inside and proceeded to tell Austin, touch me and see what happens. Investigators writing that Metcalf
Okay. So if, first of all, you don't have the right to touch anybody. You're in a stand your ground state. If I grab my bag or a gun and you're attempting to touch me, and I tell you, if I got a gun, I can proceed with a warning shot. And I can tell you, hey, if you keep coming, I'm going to defend myself. I can kill you. This is what he did. He says, touch me. He's warning him, touch me and see. I'm giving you fair warning. So, but he's in jail being charged with what? What about Kyle Rittenhouse? What's different? He was in a stand your ground state. What's different in Kyle Rittenhouse's actions and this young man's actions? The only thing I can see, white America, is that he's black. And I'm not going to play these games and act like, you know what I'm saying, no, we can't afford to play these games. It's because he's black. Because if the black man was dead and the white guy was in the position of being the one who defended himself after the black guy tried to physically remove him, then I'm pretty sure the white guy would not be in jail. I know he wouldn't be in jail.
Grabbed Anthony to tell him to move, and that Anthony pulled out a black knife and stabbed Austin once in the chest and then ran away.
So they're saying he grabbed him. That's assault. Oh, I see. So it's not supposed to be assault if it's a white man that died or white kid that died. It's not assault. But put the shoe on the other foot and what? Well, we understand the black kid should not have touched him.
When officers arrived, the knife was found, and police say Anthony admitted to what happened, but said this to police: he put his hands on me. I was protecting myself.
So he's saying he put his hands on me. The other people who were there who saw it said the same thing, that the kid, unfortunately, that died physically touched that man, and he had no right to touch that man, but that this young kid told him, hey, if you touch me, I'm going to defend myself. Now, switch the colors. switch the roles. This is an open and shut case. We know this, America.
Even asking another officer if what happened could be considered self-defense.
What do you expect? If you're caught, the best thing you're gonna do is try to lie your way out of it.
Metcalf's father telling me self-defense is not a
How did he lie? He admitted it, but let's see what he says.
reasonable excuse.
Did you hear that? He said, the father said self-defense is not a reasonable excuse. It's not when it's a black man. You see, this is what they, see, this is the thing, family. They don't expect the black man or black people in general to defend themselves. No. In their mind, we're supposed to lay down and take whatever they dish out. In their mind, it's right because I'm white. It's two different sets of laws. Let me put this picture up here so we can see clearly what I'm talking about. Two sets of laws. Kyle Rittenhouse did the same thing this black man did, and he's free. Went to trial, but he's free. Not even sure if he got arrested. George Zimmerman, he told his side of the story. His side of the story was, I was defending myself. Even though the dispatcher told him don't pursue Trayvon. He was given direct orders. He should have gotten something, manslaughter or something, because he was told don't pursue. You're not even a cop. Just call the cops. I heard it. Call the cops and don't pursue. They said do not pursue. So you tell me, what would be the difference in what this black man did? Because remember, Kyle Rittenhouse, those guys attacked him and tried to take his gun. So it was understandable that he defended himself. So what's the difference in him and this young black man? He's a black man. And we're not going to play no games. We're not playing no game. Not on this station, not on this broadcast. We're not playing no game. You know what I'm saying? We're about righteousness. If it's right, it's right. If it's wrong, it's wrong. But we know the system of America has always been wrong. Why? Because it's built on slavery. Oh, y'all want us to just forget that. Forget it. Family, you've been tuned in to TWID10, but that's what I do. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And until next time, all praise to the Most High.